Hi everyone, I just received my official mail-in ballot application. As you can see, being from Massachusetts, it is from the Secretary of State, Secretary of Commonwealth for us actually. It's from Bill Galvin. I've crossed out my identifying information, but you'll see your name and your address there. Then on the other side, you'll see that we have our seal, official 2020 vote by mail application. So this is what it's going to look like when you get it in your mailbox. So what you're going to do, you can see there's a little bit of little sticker there. So just carefully open it so you don't rip it. So when you open it, you're going to see it folds out pretty long. But the way it starts is, dear voter, there you go, enclosed in this mailing is your official 2020 vote by mail application. So remember, this is just the application to get your ballot to mail in for the election. This is not the ballot. This is how you get your ballot. It's also important to remember that you do not have to vote by mail in this election. You can if you would like to, especially where we have COVID going on. It might be a really good idea, but it's up to you. Just because you're getting this does not mean you have to use it. You can also request your mail-in ballot, and then if you decide not to use it, you can decide not to use it. So I would recommend requesting your mail-in ballot, and then at a later date you can choose what you would like to do. But so for now, this is our vote by mail application. Please submit it as soon as possible. The last date you can submit it for the state primary, which is September 1st. It's going to be August 26th. You can either mail this in if you're more comfortable, or if you're going by your town hall, you can drop it off in person. Again, in-person voting still available for anyone who does not want to vote by mail. However, once you have voted by mail, your vote is final and you cannot change your mind and vote again. To request your 2020 mail-in ballot, it's really easy. All you have to do is fill this in. Important to note, so down here you're going to see phone number. It is optional. So do not be deterred if you don't have a phone number, if you're not comfortable giving it away. As they say, this is just in case there's some type of issue with your application. It's just so the town clerk can more easily get in touch with you. But again, you do not have to provide this if you don't have a phone number, if you don't want to. You also don't have to provide your personal phone number. Maybe you're in a house where you have a house phone, you still have a landline. You might want to provide that if you're not comfortable providing your cell phone. So again, I just want to make sure nobody sees phone number and thinks, oh, I don't have a phone or I don't want to give it away. Completely optional. And then down here we have choose your election. So as you can see down here, you can request your ballot for the individual elections. I recommend just checking off all 2020 elections so that you don't have to do this again. That's up to you. That's just, I think it makes it a little bit easier. So for the primary, and this might be new to people who haven't voted or haven't voted for a long time, you are only eligible to vote in the party listed below for your address. If you are listed as no party and want to vote in the primary, you must check one party box. So for the primary, if, say, you want to vote in the Republican primary, you have to either be listed as a Republican, or if you're unenrolled, check off Republican. It's the same thing for every party. Now in Massachusetts, we have a lot of people who are unenrolled. So for example, this ballot is for, again, personal identification has been scrubbed there for the purpose of the video, but this ballot is for someone who is unenrolled. That's why it says no party. If this person were, say, a libertarian, and they were registered as a libertarian, it would say party libertarian. You wouldn't have to worry about this part. So for the primary, you have to pick a party. For the general election, everyone has the same ballot, but for the primary, you have to pick a party. Mail ballot to if different. So again, if you're getting this mailed to the exact same address, don't pay attention to that. If for some reason you want it sent somewhere else, like maybe you would rather have it sent to your friend's house, or if you have a P.O. box and you prefer to have it sent somewhere differently, this is where you'd write it. But if you're good with, if this was the right address for you, you do not have to fill this in. Phone number, again, this is optional. Don't be deterred by this section if you're not 100% sure, if you're not comfortable with it. If you are no party, you do have to choose a party. And then again, you request it for an election. So in this video, when I fill it out, I'm going to request it for all 2020 elections. And then you sign it. You swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that I am a qualified voter at the above listed legal voter residence. Now, you should only be getting this ballot if you are registered to vote. If you're not registered to vote yet, we can cover that in a separate video. But for now, if you're registered, you're going to be getting this. And if you know you're registered and for some reason you haven't received this yet, again, in another video, we talk about how to download the ballot, download the application. So if you don't have this, or you've lost it, or you've thrown it away, you just see it in the mail, or if you haven't checked your mailbox, if you're someone like me and you just kind of don't look at your mail, very easy to lose track of this. It's fine, it's online. We cover that in another video. But if you're using this particular piece of paper in order to do so, this is what you're going to do. So just be careful when you rip it. I tend to go too quickly. So, and if you need help ripping it, ask somebody. Especially where there's a little bit of tape still on it. Okay, so this is what's left over. I'm going to put that down. So now, as you can see, this is all filled out for me. So I don't have to worry about where I'm sending it. I don't have to worry about a stamp. I'm going to fill out my return address. And on the other side, this is what I want to fill out. So for the purposes of this video, again, information is obscured, but your name and your address and your year of birth is going to show up. So if you are already registered for a party, don't worry about this. This ballot says no party. So I'm just going to go ahead and check off, let's say, the Green Rainbow Party. Let's fill it in there. I'm going to say all 2020 elections, just so I think that'll be a little bit easier. I want my ballot mailed to exactly the address that I got, my phone number to 555 555 5555, and then sign it. Date, what is today's date? Today is July 22nd, 2020. Clearly, my handwriting is a little bit messy. The clearer you can get, the better, but this is going to people who are going to read it, and so they'll be able to see it. And again, one of the reasons you leave your phone number, if you would like to, is because if there is any type of issue, maybe I didn't fill in the right year, for example. Maybe I still think it's 2016 for some reason, or I just, I'm going through it quickly and I make a mistake. That number just helps me. And I'm going to put in my return address. I'm just going to put something fake for, again, just the purposes of this this video. And then, well, obviously my return address would be Canton, Massachusetts, clearly, because that's the town I'm registered in, but I would put my return address here, and then I just put this in the mailbox. That is all I have to do. So just to review, let's see. This is what you're going to see in the mail. Nice big print or seal. And then when you unfurl it, this is going to be what you're looking at. Dear voter, so just to recap, this is the application to get your mail-in ballot. This year, there are no excuses required, so you don't have to be sick, you don't have to be absent. Everyone's getting this. Get it in by August 26th. In-person voting, still available. Once you voted by mail, your vote is final and you cannot change your mind, so you can't send it in and then, oh no, I actually want to go on election day. But again, you don't have to mail. This is just to get your ballot. So once you get your ballot, if you say, you know what, I'd still like to go in person, you can do so. But this is just good to have. Also, again, if you've lost this for some reason, if you're like me and really just can't keep track of your mail and probably just put this in the recycling bin along with all the rest of the junk, well, this is not junk mail, but easily mix it up with junk mail, you can still get it online or at your town clerk's office. So do not worry if you don't have this, you can still get it. Again, I've ripped off this part, but I'm just filling out, this is unenrolled. So down here I pick a party. I'm gonna get it requested for all 2020 elections. I signed it, I dated it. Phone number is optional. And I'm now just gonna head out to my mailbox, put it in, put the red flag up so the mail person knows to get it. And this is gonna go into the town clerk's office, and I should very quickly receive my actual mail-in ballot. Thanks for watching.